Okay, this is part 4, and we're going to be talking about some of the basket buttons, which you'll probably use if you want to trade the pairs as a basket. You can do that. So now when we got signals coming in and we got trades opening up, you can trade all of them that come in as part of a basket. Now what we have here is a basket equity take profit. If you click on that, in this case we're at a 0.01, it comes up at $10. You can change it up or down with the arrow buttons there. In this case, when the basket price, which is right here, basket equity price reaches $10, all the trades will be closed. And you can always set up a basket stop loss. So if the basket goes into a $10 loss, it will close all of them. And of course you can change either one of these, and you can turn these on even after the trades are open if you want to. Now over here we have a button that's called Go at Profit. What that means is when one basket closes, it will start to build another basket as the signals come in, and the trades will be added into that basket. Now if you only want to take one basket, you just click this button and it'll change to 1. What that means is when this basket hits its take profit, it will close and you will not open up any more baskets. It'll stop after 1. You can stop after 1, you can stop after 2, 3, 4, or 5. And then if you hit it again, it goes back to continue. With the Go at Profit, it'll just keep taking baskets and closing them according to your settings. Now we also have a timer close, and what that looks at is you go back into the properties and you set up a trading time. Like here it is set up for 2 a.m. to 9 a.m., which is Central Standard Time, because this is your computer time, remember. And Central Standard Time, the London Open starts at 2 a.m. and we're running a little bit into the New York session here at 9 a.m. So in this case, it would start trading at 2 a.m. and at 9 a.m. if you had the timer closed, turned on, it would stop at 9 a.m. and would not take any more trades. So that's what your timer close does. Now you got an equity lock here, and that's your settings right here. And you can have a trail, which normally you do, and these are dollar values. When it hits a target of $100, in this case it will start trailing 50 at $50. And you can set more targets if you want to. You can set up to 3 targets and locks. Remember, when you have a target, you have to have a lock, so do groups of 2. And when you get that set up, the way to turn it on, you can turn this on during the trade or before the trade. So if you forget to turn it on at the start of the trade, you can always turn it on later. You click it on, it tells you right now we're looking for $100 target. When this basket equity hits $100, it will start trailing at $50. So this will basically lock in $50. And that number will show up right here. It will say if you hit the target here of 100, this 50 will show up there. And as the price moves up and it starts trailing up, this profit of 50 will keep increasing. Now if you have more than one target set up, of course, and when it hits the next target, these numbers will change. Now this number here, target, always relies on the basket equity. That's what it looks at. Same way with over here, basket equity take profit, basket equity stop loss. And if you don't want to, you can turn this off during the trade. Just click it off. Now, the idea behind the basket equity we can do is just take a bunch of manual trades here, just to show you what it does. Okay, there we have 4 trades open. And as you can see, this down here gives you the running profit or loss of this column. It tells us over here we got 2 short trades open, we got 2 long trades open, and up here you can see what they are. This column, remember, tells you if they're a short or a long. Red means they're short, green means they're long. And as you can see, the basket equity at this time matches the profit or loss of the column over here of your trades. Now, if you close one of these, you notice we closed it and it was a loser. But now this number, the basket equity, no longer matches the total of your column. To get this number, you add these 2 numbers together, the minus 12 and the minus 62. They will give you this number. So remember that. As the trades close, they come out of the basket. Your basket price will change, but it will reflect this price and this price because it takes into account the ones that have already closed. And then we got the little X's here, and what those tell you is you've already had a short trade on this pair within the candle time of the daily. So in this case the chart is on a daily, so you're only going to be able to take 1 trade per pair per day based on the daily candle. So when a new daily candle appears, these X's will all go away, and then you can take another automatic trade if it comes in. These manual trades over here, you can click anytime, even if you got an X over here. So if I want to do a buy, I click a buy, and you can see I took another trade, even though the X was there. But if I'm using automatic, looking for signals from my trading system, with this turned on, and this button's turned on, and I got a trading session open, and the spread looks okay. If a automatic trade appears in one of these, it'll be a red or a green arrow pointing up, red arrow pointing down. If we get a signal over here and there is an X here, it will not take the trade because you have already had one, in this case on the daily. Now that's what I do a lot of times. If I just want to take 1 trade per pair for the day and be done, I put my dashboard that is on the USD TRY, I put it on a daily time frame. Now if you want to trade more often, you can move down to the 1 hour, then it will let you trade every hour if a new signal comes in, if there's no signal open. Remember, if there's a signal already open, a trade already open, and a signal comes in, you cannot take a trade automatically. You can only take 1 automatic trade at a time. Over here you can add on with these because these override everything. So that's basically how the buttons down here work for a basket. Now we can look and see what else we got here. Notes. Remember, the notes appear down here. Note 1, note 2. Just don't make them too long so they go past the end of the box. This tells you what your starting lot size will be. You can set it here, or if you change your mind during some trades, you can change it over here as we said before. Maximum spread. Right now the spread is all under 4, so you're good to go. If it gets above 4, these will turn to red, and you cannot take a trade if these are red. Number of open trades. Maximum open trade you can have at one time is 28. Now you can exceed 28 if you keep clicking on the manual ones over here. But once you hit 28 and try to go past it, it will not let you take any more automatic trades. Now if you got a small account and you're worried about your margin level in that, you may want to set this lower so you don't get too many open trades. It depends also on the trading system you use. Some trading systems have more open trades at a time than others, so you've got to watch that. Trade comment, that's down here in the account history, and you want to turn that on. Click that, left click and turn it on, then you get a comment over here. This is going to become important when you start doing statistics, because this will act as one of your filters on your statistics. So you may want to make sure that's turned on. Okay, these take profit to broker. These are kind of a safety device in case your network goes down or fails, or you get disconnected, your computer crashes. What you can do is set these up so it'll automatically, when it opens a trade over here, it will send a take profit or also a stop loss to the broker. Everything else, take profits and stop losses that are in the trading systems, and these here are all hidden from the broker. He cannot see those, but these will be sent to the broker, so in case your system crashes, you got some kind of protection there. Now this multiplier is the ADR, so every take profit and stop loss will be different on each pair. It's based on the ADR. So in this case, the take profit would be 2 times the ADR, which is right here. So in this case, if you were trading the Aussie CAD, the take profit would be 142. Same way with the stop loss, because it's set at a multiplier of 2. And of course you got to turn these on to make them use, but you can change this multiplier. If you change it to 1, then of course it will match up with this column here. Equity lock we just talked about, if you want to use that. Trading hours, you have 3 different sessions you can set up. Remember, these are 24-hour settings, and these are your computer clock. I'm just going to hit reset here to clear it out of there. These are your computer clock. Here you can see this 24 hours. Now if you leave these all at false and you just want to trade 24 and you want to do it from the front panel here, you just click this button up here and it gives you 24-hour trading. So you do it different ways. Send email, alarm sound on, pop-up. Usually you want to leave the pop-up turned on. I know some thinks it's annoying to see it popping up, but if you turn this off, then what'll happen when you go back here and show the alert window, it'll show the alert window, but there won't be nothing in it because you have turned off the pop-up. And then we got use push notification, which you can also use. Now those are all set up over here in the tools. Here you set up your notifications, enable push. If you want to know how to do this, you're probably better off just to go do a search on YouTube. There's some real good stuff on there how to set these up. I'm not going to get into that. That's kind of an MT4 thing. And here's where you set up your email. You want to send an email to somebody or yourself or wherever. So that's where you set those up. You got to set these up or otherwise those will not work. The pop-up will work, but like I say, if you turn it off, it's not going to show anything when you click on this show alert window, because it'll just come up empty because you got it turned off. Okay, so that about covers the buttons for the basket. Close this part 4 out. Next time will be part 5, and we'll get into the graph.